Rugby Cement is one of the UK's leading manufacturers of cement and ash products with over 125 years worth of experience. We're now owned by a global building solution company called Cemex. We deliver our products to the building industry, the civil engineering, bag products for the building of roads, bridges, tunnels, etc. Over the last 2 to 3 years, we've built a highly responsive supply chain logistics service. And with over 200 vehicles and over 150 tankers, making sure we know where those vehicles are at any point in time will maximise our profitability. Because of the nature of the product, it visually looks the same. If we get the wrong grade of cement to a customer who's building a bridge, for example, fundamentally they'll have to tear the bridge down. We need a fail-safe system that the driver, when he arrives at site, he knows he's at the right site. We approached Microlise from Nottingham to look at what our requirements were. And Microlise then suggested their fleet and distribution package and a RFID solution. The first thing we had to do with Microlise was identify what fleet we had and where the fleet was and what types of vehicles we had to make sure the transport management system and the black box were compatible. We then had to identify our customer base, which is over 600 to 700 customers. The reason behind that was then we could geo-fence, which is an invisible fence around each of our manufacturing sites and distribution sites and all of our customer sites. What that meant was my management team in the dispatch office and in the planning office could then see where the vehicles were, when the vehicle was in the yard, when it was being loaded, when it was being unloaded, when it was en route. The geo-fence around the customer could be set within 5 miles. My planning team could then ring the customer up to let the customer know that the vehicle was almost at its delivery. We do have a lot of customers that are actually side by side, taking completely different cements. We had a system fitted in, a Godel light, which is a red or green light. And when the driver went through the right gate, the light went green. So we then knew we had the right product at the right place at the right time. Then we could measure the discharge time at the customer's end. So the whole thing speeded up my whole business. Rex is a system that my planning team plan each of the deliveries on each of the vehicles with each of the drivers. It doesn't link into anything else, so they don't really know whether the vehicle is actually where the system's telling them. Once Microlise's GPS system was linked in, suddenly everything became clear. They could then see real-time information, know where the product was at any point in time. It improved our customer relationship so much in that the customer knew exactly when his delivery was going to be made. The drivers liked it in the sense that they weren't hanging around when they got back from a delivery. Overall, it's been well received. We've achieved numerous of our objectives. We've improved productivity and the turnaround times at customer sites. We've improved the turnaround time at our sites. Part of the debrief end of every day is talk to the drivers, pull off a report and analyse where the driver's been. Having clear visibility of where your fleet is at any one time greatly assists you achieving those objectives. The experience that we've had with Microlise over the last 12-18 months has been a very good experience. We met Microlise at their offices, they met us at our offices. We set up what we call a project definition workshop where we had clear roles and responsibilities for each organisation and what they had to do. There was regular reviews, weekly initially, and then it went out to monthly, where any issues were captured and dealt with straight away. And we're still working with them today. Rugby run just over 200 vehicles, Cemex run over 3,000 vehicles. So I can see some great opportunities in moving to the bigger picture and linking a lot more of the vehicles onto the system.